this goes back to the less specific imagery. This is again, this one isn't a portrait of anyone in particular. I've used the boxer again, and what was interesting with this one was as I was building the image, again I've used a figure from a fashion magazine, put him down, created the background, incorporated various things, built up the image, and then I put the boxer over the head of the figure from the magazine, and then I've used the figure from the magazine to cut out the head of the boxer, which you can do in Photoshop. And what happened is that because the head of the figure was turned to a side, we got this profile. So the profile suddenly appeared from the boxer's face. I mean, I don't know if it'd be obvious when you see the work. And so you've got this sort of you've got a full face of the boxer, which again is another boxer who's been in a fight. It's got a hugely swollen eye, it's got this funny lover eye that's sort of staring right at you. It looks like he's under a lot of duress. And then you've got this profile. So it looks like this, he's panicking a bit and he's looking desperately for something. So that's where the title came from, Searching for the Emergency Exit. If you can imagine what it's like to be caught in somewhere where you need to get out quick, you're constantly looking for a way out. And that's what I thought came out of that image. And then I was able to incorporate, and this one, rather than more subtle tones from other paintings, I've selected sort of almost brush marks. So you've got this red brush mark, and then you've got this Jenny Savile head, which I've only selected. I don't know whether I might have turned it into a black and white image, then selected the white. I'm not quite sure how I did that. So you've got this white one and inverted that, so it's upside down. Created this whole kind of misty landscape to sit in, and then the numbers are the numbers that you find on the firing range, where they actually have the range. They have numbers for the targets, so each number represents a target, and I put that in just to sort of reference where I live. And then again, you got the jet fighter flying across to reference what we was talking about earlier about that part of the country and that environment, and how you got this strange sort of like, I mean, every now and again we'll be buzzed by a Spitfire. It flies out of Biggin Hill and comes right along the coast, and you see that, and again you start thinking about the war, and the history of the area. So various different architectural things. This is actually, I used, I love the colours of this building. It's actually an airport terminal in Spain. You just build it up until you get to a point where you think, okay, that's finished. But again, with the process, you can edit things really well. I mean, most of these images are not made just like that. You finish, you try things, and then you think, and then it's like a painting. When you add a painting, you put a mark down, that will affect other things in the painting. It's exactly the same. And the process I use is as close as I've come to painting using a computer, which I really enjoy.
Yeah, you can see the reference to painting through that.
Yeah. I mean, I trained as a painter. I mean, my degree's in painting, and I liked painting. I'm not quite sure I like it quite so much now.
You've got the history of painting, and
Yeah.
you've also got, reference to the flat surface.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I mean, people have looked at them and said, that looks like a painting, and I'm going, yes, but it's not though, is it? And they say, no, it's actually, and I quite like the fact that you can muck around with people's perceptions in that way. And like I say, when you use the actual material, you start bringing all that whole rhetoric and vocabulary around painting, which I'm trying to avoid, but at the same time I don't want to stop using stuff that I know is good and I like, and it's, painting is good. I don't buy into that argument, painting is dead. It's got a lot to offer, but just not for me.
It's using the computer like your
you're painting with light instead of actual material. I mean, the pixels are, they're as flexible as pigments suspended in oil, and you can muck them around, you can move them around, and as long as you and the more you do, the better you get. You get more experienced, you learn things, and it's a combination of bringing all these things together, and it's like I said last night, it's like a perfect storm, and things just click into place and you can start doing the work.